to be consistently present. How that ties into empathy is whether you're present physically or whether you're present emotionally, both of those things count. So being consistent about being present with your child and in their space in a respectful way is a really, really amazing foundation for trust and security. Let me just tell you what that looks like. When your child is having an emotion or had something happen, let's just say that you were watching your child ride their bike, 2 or 3 year old riding a bike with training wheels, and they turn really sharp and they fall over. So our instinct is to panic or to, check for broken bones and things like that. And the first thing that the child does is look up at you. This is where you're on stage, parents. This is your first act. But it's not an act, but it is to a point. I tell parents, this is where you got to put on your superhero costume. No matter what you saw, no matter how horrific it looked, when they look at you, smile if you don't have anything else to do. And say, wow, anything, you don't even have, any type of a contort, because all you're doing right there is assessing the situation. You're trying to because you will know if they are hurt. But I guarantee you, if that's the first thing you do, more often than not, it's going to alleviate even the worst injury. And that brings to mind my very first injury that I ever had. Major injury. I was riding my bike with no hands because I got really, really good at it. I started curving and going, and all of a sudden one day, I guess my haughtiness got to me and destruction happened. My handlebars flipped around really fast, and I went up over the top of my, before I knew it. I can't even tell you how many seconds, but all of a sudden, and then I was flipping in the air and put my arms out, snap! My left arm literally broke in half. I don't know if you can see this scar right here. This scar right here is from it. And this right here is from the bone sticking out. So my arm broke in half, and the bone was just literally protruding out of my body. And I just remember lifting it up and looking at it, and then screaming and walking, because I was long story short, when I got to my mom eventually after walking through, her instinct was to call my father, who was a ward master of a hospital. So what I saw as I come up the driveway when I needed empathy was my mom put her hands on her mouth and just turn around and run into the house, because she called my father, who was the ward master. So we were going to go to the hospital. Why am I telling you this story? Because it's so, so key to be present in moments when your children need you. Because it does develop bonds. Later we find out, but honestly, at that moment, I felt so stranded, abandoned. It was an interesting moment, to be honest with you.